Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah,
Z and I are
beautiful.
back
That's
for another
beautiful.
episode. And Z, it's safe to say we need a miracle. It's got to
Yeah.
give a shout out to OnLap for allowing.
They have no idea who we are.
Yeah, they don't know who we are, no. But I'm giving them a shout out for allowing people to use their music for podcasts and recordings and stuff like that.
Right.
So I kind of went through some of their music library and I kind of found one maybe I could chop up a little bit. Thought it was kind of cool. So shout out to them. Their information will be in the description below if you guys want to check out their music. So give a shout out on OnLap.
So
the
they
official theme song.
Right.
Who are these guys?
Right. So they have a select few songs that you can choose from.
No, they have whatever songs they have on their YouTube channel. They have in the description that it is allowed to be used.
Oh, got it.
For
nice. Well,
podcast recording stuff. There's no copyright. There's no royalties or anything like that. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, the last song I used, we did get an email saying that we're gonna get copyrighted. Yeah, we actually did. Like that. I can't remember what video. I can't remember what video it was, but the beginning part of the video got cut out.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is what it is. We had to veer, but I'm happy with what's that?
So you're gonna get us banned.
Yeah, I am. I'm happy. Turn this light down. I'm happy with the current theme and how it sounds. It sounds good, sounds clean. So let us know what your guys think in the comment section. Again, shout out to OnLap. Their information and check out their music is in the description below.
Yep.
But we're back, another episode. I don't even know what episode this is. I know this is season 2. Is this episode 5?
I want to say 5. I was actually in the process of looking while you were talking there. But yeah.
Who? Season 2, episode 5 of
Who?
Who are these guys?
Who are these guys? Who are these guys?
As you'll be able to tell by
episode. No, we're not close. Episode 7.
Episode 7. Oh wow. Okay.
Episode 7, season 2.
Already. Did not even know that we did that much already. Okay.
Well, and before we really get started, we have to talk to the audience about it's approaching fantasy football season.
Yep.
It's approaching fantasy football season.
Yep.
And football's in the air. Training camp is going on. This video is not going to be necessarily about training camp. We're going to be talking about the disaster of what the MLB is. Actually more of how it's managed. I love the players nowadays. I love the way the game is played nowadays. Not everybody agrees with that take, but the way it's managed, we're going to get to that later. And we got to talk about the draft order. So last week, Ed and I run our league. We've run our league for about a whole decade now, and congratulations on a decade. Congratulations.
Yeah. Congrats on a decade, D.
Yep. Congratulations.
Yep. Big achievement.
Yeah, big achievement. Now, in that 10-year existence, and has 0 rings.
Yep.
0 rings. It hasn't even been to one. And I have 3.
No, I went in 2018. I lost to Nick.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Well, it's in the league history, so.
I don't remember that.
Z has won 3. Z had an incredible season last year. I think his best season. Most impressive season. He went through a lot of injury bugs and a lot of different lineup decisions and trades and stuff like that, and did what he had to do. He beat me in the second round of the playoffs in a pretty close one. So I had to give Z his flowers on that. So it's his third one. So he's reigning right now, and you gotta respect that.
I respect it. And what hurt for N last year is that was probably the most optimistic N has felt about his roster in this decade.
Yeah, I felt it really could have been. It was actually really deflating, like losing. I actually was really confident that we could maybe make it. It's funny because looking at like my league history in the 10 years, we're either a 500 team or we're in the playoffs. So it's exactly why that we might as well just call ourselves the Steelers.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the reason why we're bringing up the fantasy draft is because Ed and I randomize it. I don't know how you guys randomize your draft orders. And then I like to do like the NBA draft lottery.
Yeah.
Now, let me say 2 things. 1, the NBA draft lottery is rigged. and 2, about 4 people in our league said it was rigged after we did it. Okay. And would you like to tell them why?
Well, people say it was rigged because he ended up with the first pick. And it was the first time he ever got the first pick. So we might as well call him Cooper.
Yeah. God, what a joke that is.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, so we did the draft order. I'm just gonna skim through it real quick. You guys are not gonna know who any of these guys are, but I'm not gonna go through all of it. But I got the first pick. Nate got the 8th pick. There's 12 guys in our league. So we essentially, like, with a hat, and I literally took a video of it. I wrote everybody's name on a little, like, notepad or a little slip of paper, and then I crumbled it up and I threw it into the hat, and then I just mixed it around a bunch. And then we simply just went one by one, and I gained the #1 pick.
Yep.
So
you end up getting the first pick, which in fantasy football, a lot of people don't like having.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sitting here saying like, oh, I feel amazing.
Yeah, if it was rigged, if we rigged it, what spot would you put yourself at?
If we rigged it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good question. If we rigged it, I think the ideal spot would be in a 12-man league, like 5.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say somewhere in that middle range.
Yeah.
I ended up with the 8th pick, which I swear I'm usually 7, 8, or 9.
Always.
And that always. And Z's kind of been in that range too for a while. I think there's one guy in our league. So shout out to Jericho. No, I know he's not watching this. But he's been in our league for the entire 10 years as well. And we've been in his league for the entire 10 years. But he has had the 12th pick in our league the last 3 years.
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy.
That's something else.
I mean, that's just insane. He has had the last pick in our draft the last 3 years. And he knows, that like it's a random process. Like it's not, we're just picking or asking people where they want to be or anything like that. Like it's a process of pretty much like a lottery almost. So just kind of crazy how he's finished with that. But Jericho has managed to have success. I mean, Jericho won it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He won it 2 years ago. So,
yep.
But yeah, shout out to him. He said that doesn't bother him. Well, almost knocked over my computer.
God. First of all, the guy's already late, just so you guys know. The guy went to what was it called? Tropical Cafe. Is that what it's called?
Tropical Smoothie Cafe. I mean, you went there too. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I know, but what I'm trying to get to is, so Ed and I both went to the gym today. And after the gym, I sent Ed a message stating that I was going to go to Tropical Cafe and get a smoothie. And the next thing you know, this guy sends me a message like an hour later saying he's going to the same place.
I had to see what Z was tasting. So
my smoothie is great, dude. I got like strawberries, pineapple, something else, and then I got peanut butter and whey protein all in it.
Oh, there you go.
Feel great. I
feel peanut butter in there.
Yep, I feel great.
Yeah,
so
that's what it's all about. I didn't get peanut butter in mine, but I do have whey protein in it. But I got the sunrise sunset, so it's like mango, pineapple.
I think that's like their most popular one.
Yeah.
I think that's if you go to like Jamba Juice, and you get the what's their most popular one called there?
Geez, what's it called?
Yeah, there's 2 of them there.
Yeah. I remember it. I'd remember it if I heard it.
God. Here, I'm gonna pull it up because it's gonna bother me.
Yeah, Jamba Juice. I'm pretty sure one has like the Jamba name in it, doesn't it?
I don't know, dude. I couldn't tell you.
I can't remember. If I hear the 2, then I remember it.
Well, I'm trying to find. Oh, hey, here we go. Yeah, one of them, Razzmatazz.
Razzmatazz, yeah.
Yep. Razzmatazz is one of them, and then what was the other one? There was definitely another one, right? That had like an iconic name.
Yeah, there's another one.
I could have.
Razzmatazz, and
oh man, this is gonna bother me. So Razzmatazz was like the mixed berry one. I know the other one had like orange and. I can't find it, dude. Can't find it.
Yeah, Razzmatazz is one of them. Let me look at their menu. See if I can find it. All right, you got the Razzmatazz, and you got the. Maybe they don't have it anymore. There was another one.
Yeah, there was definitely another one.
There was another one.
There was 100% another one that I can't remember.
Yeah, maybe they could have maybe changed the name.
Yeah.
But yeah, Razzmatazz was definitely one of them.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I'm gonna start going there more because it's literally right down the road from my gym, and I think I might do a little substitution in between going to Chipotle because it's right next to it, and then going to Tropical Cafe Smoothie.
Well, there you go.
Just depending on what we work out.
Well, there. How often do you have a smoothie anyway?
Well, other than that one time that you made a joke every single day about it. Like,
I remember that.
Yeah, I mean that era is long gone now. But we might be bringing it back.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so, honestly. But that's good. You feel great, Z.
Yep.
Z's arch nemesis is landing here in about an hour.
Gotta show her that. Gotta show her that. Oh man.
Freaking
great. And
might start calling her Zerg.
Yeah, Zerg. Zerg.
Hopefully you guys understand that reference.
Oh man. So and she went to she went to Germany, France, Amsterdam.
Damn.
She said she woke up this morning in Switzerland.
Yeah, she woke up in Switzerland.
Yeah, so yeah. Not gonna say anything further.
Yeah. Well, Z, we all know what's in that heart and what you truly wish, but you gotta face reality, bud.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, I'm glad she had a good time, man. It'd be good to have her back. We got a little thunderstorm outside right now, so hopefully it's okay flying in.
Yeah.
Anyways, so hope you guys are doing well. A little 12-minute intro for you guys. Who are these guys?
Yep.
And let's
lead us.
Yeah. So I was watching Pat McAfee earlier, and he had Jeff Passan on his show. Mm-hmm. If you guys know who Jeff Passan is, he's the ESPN MLB insider for baseball. And there's a lot going on in the baseball world right now has nothing to do with the trade deadline that is approaching in the coming days, and the fact that we're getting closer to playoff season in baseball. One of them that and I have actually talked about for years, for years, is a salary cap. The salary cap.
Yes. Yep.
And your stance on it has been they should 100% implement it because it's made teams just load up a roster. And we're referencing the Dodgers, we're referencing the Phillies, we're referencing the Mets. You could even throw the Yankees in there.
Yep.
Everybody has a different stance on this. What is your stance on it now that Rob Manfred put it out there? And Bryce Harper had a very interesting response, if you will. Says, quote unquote, if you want to speak about that, you can get the blank out of our clubhouse.
Well, first of all, I'm not really sure why Bryce Harper's so mad.
Yeah.
I know that you can have a debate back and forth on what makes the most sense in baseball, but it might come down to like what fan base you come from. So for me, I'm a Pirate fan, unfortunately. So from my stance, it makes sense to me to have at least a salary floor, if anything.
Yeah.
The Pirates don't spend shit.
Yeah.
So if there was a salary floor, like, all right, here's what you have to spend. And if that raised at least by a little bit each year, I would be happy with that.
Yep.
But when we look at a salary cap, this is why teams like the Dodgers piss everybody off.
Yep.
This is exactly why. We have a salary, the NHL, or no, what was it? I'm pretty sure there was a point the NHL didn't have one themselves.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So every other sport has one other than MLB. And MLB is ran by New York, LA, Chicago, California. Maybe Texas, if you want to toss that in there a little bit. But those are the four big states that the MLB is ran by. Everybody else are more so smaller market and have a hard time competing. Other than if these teams develop over the years talent and that talent grows, but those teams can't keep them because you're going to have teams like Boston and the teams in Cali and Chicago and places like that that are going to end up taking them off their hands. Meanwhile,
So
you have a team like the Dodgers that has so much money tied into almost every other player in the roster. It's like, how does it even work? How is that even fair? How does it work? It lacks, in my opinion, it just lacks a lot of competition in baseball. And I think it hurts the free agency process. It hurts these smaller market teams. I don't really know what else to say. That's just, and I understand it's the nature of baseball, but I personally would at least like to see some salary cap implemented, a floor, a cap, whatever the case is. But I think sometimes the stance comes down to like maybe where you come from. So like if you're a Yankee fan, you don't really have a problem with it because the Yankees are always going to be competitive, are always going to spend money, and they blow money out of the ass. So what are you going to be pissed off about?
I think we're developing into history in the making because now Kelly Franco, I don't know who that is, but this is just a very small message of what is turning into a massive issue for Major League Baseball. Expiration of MLB's collective bargaining agreement may sound like something for lawyers, but fans need to keep an eye on it. The CBA expires December 1st of next year. If owners draw a hard line on the salary cap, we may lose the 2027 season. And that's not just her saying that. Like there are a lot of I was watching Pat McAfee this morning. I was watching First Take, and these bigger networks are throwing it out there because it's a serious possibility. But here's the problem to it is I know this is more of like an owner's thing, right? But MLB is, other than maybe the NHL and when the Coyotes were around, the MLB has way too many teams that cannot afford a stadium, cannot attract fans to the stadium. I mean, I'm talking about the Athletics.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Rays.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And, even the Diamondbacks, they're still in a here and there of getting the Maricopa County to agree to the renovations of Chase Field. Now, it's not all bad. Baseball is my favorite sport, always have been, always will be. Baseball is a great game. It has great talent. The ratings are really good because of who plays nowadays. You're talking about guys like Ohtani. You're talking about guys like Paul Skeens, Ronald Acuna, Aaron Judge. I can go on and on.
Babe Ruth.
Yeah, Babe Ruth. Yeah, Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth.
That's a whole other conversation.
God. If anybody watching this thinks he's the GOAT, you're the
top
issue.
5 player. That is a top 5 player.
It's a top 5 player. Take Ketel Marte over him.
But Babe Ruth or Don Hudson, Z?
God. God. Don Hudson. And I don't think anybody considers him to be a top 5 receiver anymore nowadays, but that was bad when people did. Guy wore a rubber helmet.
I don't disagree. I don't.
So the game is great, and it would really seriously hurt the entire sport if the 2027 season wasn't played. And I can't believe I'm saying that. And what are the odds that a 2027 season isn't played?
Well, it's happened before with lockouts in sports. The last lockout that happened where games were eliminated was the NBA in 2012, and there were 66 games played.
Right. I remember
that was the last time something like that happened. I feel like lockouts are usually unlikely just because somebody ends up caving in, but it usually comes down to the wire. And that's probably what will happen. It's hard for me to see an entire 162 baseball season end up getting vanished. Maybe something happens. Maybe they play 130, 140. Maybe there's 20 games that get knocked off if something like that happens. I don't really know all the details about like what the players or like what will be coming up with that and what players might be leaning toward or owners.
Yeah. So
or whatever. I haven't looked into that.
not to interrupt you, but the at least from what I'm kind of reading is the gist of it, without getting too much into the nitty gritty, is several MLB owners are pushing for a salary cap, but the Players Association strongly opposes it, which could potentially lead to a work stoppage.
Right. All right. So that's the big topic.
Well, and the thing is here's the thing. And always talks about it. How much do these athletes deserve to be paid? Okay.
Not a dime.
It doesn't trigger me as much as it triggers N or other people around the world that I look on Twitter and it's like, oh, this guy's making $30 million a year, but if somebody's in the Marines, that they don't make anywhere close to that. I'm not trying to go there. I'm not trying to go there.
That's not even my argument.
I know. Well, Ed Moore says about football players because they only work 17 times a year and maybe 20 if they make the playoffs.
Some only end up playing 4 games on the season. Oh, here you go.
But what I will say, and is if there are athletes, and baseball players are athletes, there's this trend on TikTok going around where I've seen like Jorge Posada and like other retired baseball players, and they're like they're like, and their kids are asking them, "Do you ever wish you were athletic?" And like Jorge Posada, like looked at him like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Yeah.
So whatever your stance is on baseball players, and I know they might not be as athletically gifted as an NBA player or an NFL player, I believe that they deserve to be paid what they get. A contract that, who has a massive contract in the MLB? Why can't I think of one? Just anybody. Freddie Freeman, who's under a $300 million deal.
Mm.
He's somebody to me that I think he deserves that. The guy plays 150 games a year plus the playoffs.
Yeah.
The guy's traveling 50, 60 times a year. So I think someone like him, and there's 100 other players in the league that are worthy of contracts like that. Mm-hmm. But the difficult part about it is how do you keep other organizations involved? Because now this is the problem with the Tampa Bay Rays and why they're playing in a spring training stadium. Now I know that had to do with the hurricane, but what about the A's? The fans just stopped showing up because they weren't competitive. Mm-hmm. Right? The Rays, even when they played in Tropicana, no fans would show up.
Right.
So
no, they wouldn't, which is crazy, and they'd be a good team.
Yeah, so it's really hard to find the middle ground on this. I don't know. Like I can't think of a resolution. I think having a salary cap is a good thing, and the problem to it is, what do you do with the players who are already under contracts, like Trey Turner, who's under a 12-year contract? What do you do? I mean, you're going to implement a salary cap, and then what's going to happen to his contract? It's going to be just like cut in half.
I mean, I would think it would have to stay, don't you think?
Yeah, but how are they going to do it? Because then you have Bryce Harper's contract that's for $400 million. How? I mean, give me one NFL team that has 2 $300 million contracts.
I mean,
you can't.
To that range,
you can't.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's tough, and I think freaking what's his name? Gary Bettman.
Manfred?
Or Manfred, sorry. Let's get the two of them mixed up.
They're both awful.
Yeah, they are. Like we make fun of Roger, but Roger actually does a good job.
Yeah, I mean he's involved. He makes stuff happen, you know.
Yeah.
I mean he's rightfully to be booed a lot of times, but he makes stuff happen. Adam Silver, I truly think that he's tanked the NBA. I really do. I think with a lot of just different things incorporated into it, I think it has just hurt the product so much.
Now, transitioning, keeping on baseball, another conflict with baseball nowadays is it keeps popping up, but it's players that are betting. I know you've seen that in other sports. I know like Calvin Ridley is a guy that comes to mind in the NFL, and one of the top closers in the league, who is on the trade deadline right now, supposed to be Emmanuel Clase with Cleveland.
Yeah.
This guy's going to be suspended till the end of August.
Yeah.
And I don't know if suspended the words he used. I don't think he's suspended, but
Well, Luis Ortiz as well, former Pirate who was traded to Cleveland. He's not playing right now because of that.
So I saw this earlier. Now, of course, this is just somebody's own kind of point of view on things, but this guy posted Emmanuel Clase has come into the game at the beginning of the ninth inning 40 times this season. Here is his StatCast wasted pitches that aren't even close. First pitch of the ninth inning, 17.5, and the other pitch, 5.2. So you can see he's just like spiking pitches into the ground. I don't know. I don't really know the message that he's trying to get across here, but I don't know. What do you think that guy's trying to say?
What, this post?
Yeah. Could be like how many pitches Emmanuel Clase throws. I don't know. I don't know what this guy's trying to indicate.
Well, yeah, I'm not really sure what the context ultimately is. Like, there's different things on. Like, does it say like what he was maybe betting on? Like, is he betting on like who wins the games? Is he betting on like the pitch that he throws? Like what is it?
Let's see.
Because you can bet on like what the pitcher's next pitch is going to be.
So Major League Baseball is deeply concerned about potential gambling violations committed by right-hand pitcher Emmanuel Clase. Bet $10 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win by using bonus code Clase at BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the Major League Baseball. So I think the only reason why we're bringing this part up is, and why is the MLB the only sport that has like I know you can't control a grown man off the field and what he does.
Yeah.
And this dates back all the way back to Pete Rose.
Well, it does, yeah.
You know. And there's way too much betting in the sport with players and then they get suspended indefinitely, like PEDs. Just why is baseball such a disaster when it comes to the upper management of things?
I really don't know.
Can you tell me one good owner? Can you tell me one good owner
in baseball?
Yeah.
One good owner?
One good owner.
Like in terms of what?
Just somebody that,
This isn't a freaking scumbag?
Yeah.
Well, definitely not Bob Nutting.
Exactly. Can't think of one. I don't really know any owners in sports. Like I think of like in football, like Arthur Blank. Even though that guy looks like a joke. Like he actually does a pretty good job for the organization.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What were you gonna say there?
I was gonna say, I'll be honest, I honestly kind of miss just the steroid era.
Yep. And again, baseball's the only sport that consistently happens in. Josh Hamilton, guys, that comes to mind.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's I don't know what it is with baseball, dude. Like, and like even having the whole story before, like the baseballs, I feel like it's talked about every year. Like how the baseballs are.
Right. Yeah,
Like,
the torpedo bats or whatever it was.
Yeah, whatever that was, whatever the season that was.
Yeah, that was this season. That was at the beginning of the year.
Season? Yeah, like I don't know. There's always every year something with baseball going on that is like some type of like controversial thing. So I guess in terms of what we're talking about, I don't have the answer to be honest with you. I really think that with baseball, I'll be honest, I haven't even watched one game this year, all around the board, not even one.
Oh, and that's just another example of
that's where I come from. That's as a Pirate fan, they suck the joy out of you in terms of enjoying baseball, and you just don't care to watch anything else, any other team. You just don't. And now NFL is a little different because you have a 17-game season, and I enjoy the NFL just way more than the MLB anyway. But the MLB, there's a lot of several issues, man. And I definitely see why that salary cap and everything, that's going to be a big topic issue with this upcoming like bargaining agreement that's going to end in a couple years. But yeah, I mean, Z, you're right. There's always something going on with baseball, and I really don't understand it. Like I really don't. I don't understand why there has to be something every single year. You don't see that in other sports.
Right.
But yeah, with the betting and everything, I mean, we've seen a little bit with the NFL the last couple of seasons.
Yeah.
With the betting.
I think I think it's just because we're in the era nowadays of
it's fun.
Sports.
It's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
Can't do it here in Florida.
Yeah. You just have that one app. That's it. You just have the one app.
I will not be involved.
Yeah, Z doesn't sports bet. I do during football season just because it's fun, it's enjoyable. I've lost a ton of money doing it, but it is what it is. So, yeah, it's crazy just how big the sports betting world is, and I think too that's a reason of conversation too. Why I think a lot of people think that some of these sports have rigged moments because of the financial aspect of things.
Yep. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Ed and I are both big baseball guys. We always have been. We always will be. Even, I mean, with the Diamondbacks nowadays, I mean, the whole team's hurt. Team sucks. I came in the year. I came in the year.
I was told another run. That's what I heard.
I did. I said it. I was actually just about to say that. I came into the season saying that this might be a World Series contending team. Next, 4 of our pitchers have Tommy John surgery, and now we're trading away our best player in Geno Suarez. So,
where did he just get traded?
Well, he hasn't been traded yet, but
he's going to. All right, so yeah, since we're on the topic of baseball with the D-backs, so they've traded. Who have they traded so far?
They've only traded Randall Grichuk and Josh Naylor.
And Josh Naylor. Naylor they acquired this offseason, correct?
Naylor's a big name, yeah.
Yeah. Naylor went to Seattle.
Yep.
Grichuk, how was Grichuk this year?
He's just a reserve outfielder at this point, so it's not that big of a deal.
Okay. So you think that Suarez will be next?
They're going to trade Suarez. They're going to trade Merrill Kelly, and there's a rumor that they're also going to trade Gallen. But
Zach Gallen.
But Gallen's been so god awful this year.
Has he been? Damn.
Oh, it's.
I was told he was an ace.
And I didn't say that. I haven't said that in 3 years. I stood by that he's one of the most overrated pitchers in the entire league. I even said that during the year they went to the World Series. And nowadays, I'm just going to read you his stats, and you're just going to throw up in your mouth after hearing this. Zach Gallen's statistics this season, he has. Oh my god! This is hideous. He's thrown 127 innings pitched, so he's been healthy. He has a 7-12 record. He has a 5.6 ERA.
God.
5.
Yeah.
His career
Here's
average.
Here's your cash.
Yeah, get rid of him. See ya. But the problem is who the hell's going to want that guy in the middle of the season? Guy's got a 6 ERA. I don't care who he is.
Yeah, that's bad. It's really bad.
You think when Max Scherzer was in his prime, if he was having a season that he had a 6 ERA, you think someone's going to give up their top prospect for him? Of course not.
No. They might have to hang on to him, and hopefully he bounces back next season.
No, he's a free agent this year.
He's a free agent. Okay.
So he's gone. But the problem is the big sign of Corbin Burns, he's going to be gone next season with his Tommy John surgery. Their best reliever, Justin Martinez, is going to be gone next season with his Tommy John surgery. And their second best reliever, AJ Puck's going to be gone because of his Tommy John surgery.
Jeez.
So next season, just a waste. And then we're not going to get a 2027 season. So I'm just done with baseball, I guess.
How's Corbin Carrollsy?
He's all right.
Yeah. Again, I was told superstar.
He's all right. But
that's why you got to pump the brakes. Can't just base things off one season.
Yep. Well, we're hoping baseball gets resolved. I will still continue to enjoy watching this season. There's a lot of great baseball being played. Cubs been playing well. Padres playing well. There's a good battle between the Mets and Phillies. And then you got the Blue Jays doing well, which is always good for the league. So yeah, so I'm excited to watch the rest of the season. And
Yep.
but we're approaching August end, and first Hall of Fame game coming up this week.
Yeah.
So
What day is that? Is that Friday?
that's Thursday. So 2
That's
days
Thursday.
from now. 2 days from now.
2 days from now.
Yep.
So is that August 1st? No, that's the 31st.
That's the 31st.
Okay, that's
Yep.
the 31st.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. I mean, baseball season, honestly, could care less. See you later. But again, that's where I come from. If you're a fan of some of these teams that have had some recent success or maybe some bigger markets, I mean, that's the way it is. But try being a Pirates fan and let me know that you actually have joy for baseball. Let me know. Let me know.
Other than if Paul Skeens and Mitch Keller are on the mound, tell me if you actually enjoy watching the team.
Yep. Let me know. Honestly, I could care less about, other than Skeens, I could care less about anybody on that roster.
How's McCutcheon doing? I heard this is the last ride.
No. Honestly, I give him respect for hanging in there the last 3 years. When he came back the first season, I really do think that he believed in what some of this younger talent that was coming up with the team. But the fact that we're in year 3 now of McCutcheon being back and it's the worst that it's been, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Dude, the Pirates at this point last year, Z were buyers. They traded for Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Right.
And they traded for Brian De La Cruz.
Yeah, for the Marlins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were buyers.
Yeah, and Ed was on Twitter. And it was on Twitter saying contender.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You were saying it. You were saying
it. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah. No, dude. Like, again, it comes where it's all about where you come from. If you're a Cubs fan like Z is some years, it all depends where you come from. If the Cubs are having a good year, and just in general, if you're a Cubs fan in general, you know the Cubs are going to spend money, no matter how they are per season. You know they're going to spend money. You know that they're going to try to keep their guys. You know that they're going to more times than not be a competitive team.
Yep.
And that's why they're leading the NL Central. St. Louis Cardinals, smaller market, but they relatively are ran fairly well. So you know that there's at least some level of consistency from them. Milwaukee Brewers, they've had a ton of consistency over the years, even though they're a smaller market. The Cincinnati Reds, I think they're kind of right there with the Pirates, but they've done a better job at finding success lately than the Pirates have had. And then, like the Pirates, there's just no movement. There's nothing. There's no movement. I just don't understand how you have maybe the best pitcher of this generation possibly on your roster for the next 4 years.
Yep.
Not even counting this season. At least the next 4 years. Well, yeah, probably the next 4 years. Then they'll have to trade him.
Yep.
And you do nothing about it. Nothing.
Right.
You do nothing about it.
Yep. Just
let's trot Gregory Polanco. Let's trot.
I haven't heard that name for a while.
Leover Piguero.
Oh,
who they got from Marte?
Starling Marte?
Yeah, that was one of the guys.
Got 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Let's trot out Piguero. Let's trot out freaking Billy Cook.
Yeah. God.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
Yep. Well.
Haven't gone to a game, I won't this year. No. Not at all.
Oh, man. I think last time I went to a game was it when I was there? We went and saw the Diamondbacks?
I went last year a couple times.
Oh, you went last year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video because I actually got to start hopping in the car here any minute now and drive to the airport.
Yep.
So.
He's just going to have a frown on his face.
It's good to have her back, and it's good to have her back. Hopefully she had a good trip. But yeah, this will probably be the one episode and I are going to record this week. So hope you guys enjoyed about 40-minute episode, but mostly about baseball. We threw in some other topics in there too. So it was a good time.
Yep.
So hope you guys enjoy the content as always.
Yep.
And would you like to start closing us out with that outro music there?
Yeah, we'll be back for episode 8. We're not sure what that's going to be. We do hope at some point we can bring some video game content to the channel as well. So,
which we do have some that we could potentially show, and I just don't have it ready at this exact moment.
We do.
But ready or not, if you guys haven't bought it, it's I don't know how long the game's gonna last for us. It'll probably last, I'll say, a good 2 months. I will say, maybe 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's definitely potential for content for sure, especially with the variety games we're going to be having. So, but thank you guys for everybody who tunes in and is subbed.
Yep.
If you haven't subbed yet,
Yep.
hit the subscribe. Check out OnLap down below on
Yep.
the description, as
Yep.
we appreciate them as the official theme song for Who Are These Guys. We're gonna play it
Officially,
one
they
more.
don't know it.
Yep, they don't even know it yet, so we're gonna play it one more time
Yep.
before we get out of here.
Yep. Are we still gonna stay on the camera?
No, we're not.
Okay.
Here.
It's bad, then we forget.